I believe that this is a time to remember for Quant. Now, why is that? It's because I believe that Quant could hypothetically go to the price of $5,000 during this bull run. And now, of course, not financial advice and not a guarantee, but even though that may be hard to believe as of right now, with Quant being below $80 in price, I still think better days are ahead because I think Quant has the fundamentals to allow for that to happen. Now, I want to begin by explaining what Quant is all about because I think it's very special. First of all, the Quant network is made up of two things. It's made up of the Overledger OS and the Overledger network. And when it comes to the Overledger OS, the special thing about it is the fact that it allows something called a multi-chain application to be built. And this right here is an application that is built on top of multiple blockchains instead of just one, hence the name multi-chain application. And this is very fantastic because imagine, right, if I'm an enterprise, but I have to be stuck building on only just one blockchain, that's complete nonsense. But through the Overledger OS, that's no longer an issue. For instance, right, let's say I want to build an application, but I want it to have the security of Bitcoin while at the same time leveraging the speed of the Stellar blockchain. I can do that. That's how amazing the Overledger OS is. However, there's more because the Quant network is also made up of the Overledger network, which is made up of the Overledger OS users, and these users on the network can share their data, their apps, their resources, and monetize them, which I think is, of course, fantastic. So when it comes to Quant, man, I think it's very special. And also, let's not forget the use case is A+. It can be used for enterprise licenses, gateways and staking, developer licenses, application fees, transaction processing, and as well as identity and account. So yeah, it's not short of any use cases. However, it doesn't end there because Quant, it's actually partners with what many people claim to be the world's largest data management company. And that's not a joke, by the way. It's actually a verifiable fact because Quant, it's partners with Oracle. That's how amazing Quant is. I mean, come on, man. Do you think Oracle would want to partner themselves with a project that's bad or trash, caca? I don't think they would do that. They're only going to choose amazing projects. So this right here, I think, truly speaks volumes as to just how amazing Quant really is. And let's not forget, Quant, its supply is so rare. And I'm not joking, by the way, because first of all, a lot of people, they like to use Bitcoin as the benchmark for being rare. And it is, right? Maximum supply, 21 million. However, on the flip side, you take a look at Quant, maximum supply is around 14.8 million. That's very rare. Now, some people, they may argue that, yes, Bitcoin maximum supply is 21 million, but a lot of Bitcoin early on was lost. A lot of the early investors that didn't know it was going to be worth a lot, they kind of forgot the password in a lot of cases, just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, besides that point, they may argue that, okay, 21 million, but it doesn't really reflect reality. They may think that a lot of Bitcoin, again, is lost. But here's the thing. Even if, let's say, I'm not saying that this is true, I'm just saying hypothetically, let's say, for instance, 5 million Bitcoin is lost. Let's just say that, right? Let's say people can't access that. That's not even still the maximum supply of Quant. So that right there really speaks volumes as to just how fantastic Quant is. And also the use case is a lot better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin, primarily, a lot of people view it as just a store of value. But when it comes to Quant, it's a lot more than that. Again, just like I mentioned earlier on the video, the use case is very diverse. Again, it's not short of any use cases. And the way I view it is this. If Quant does go to the price of $5,000, hypothetically speaking, the way I view it is that anything below $100 is pretty much a steal for me. Now, not financial advice and not a guarantee, but here's the thing. With Quant being below $80, people think it's panic mode, they think it's trash. But I like to take a look back in history because if we take a look at the early Bitcoin investors, if they bought Bitcoin early on and let's say they held up until 2021 or let's say they're still holding right now, whatever the case may be, do you think that a lot of them are in a group chat right now complaining whether or not they acquired Bitcoin at the price of $2, $100, $500? Do you think they're doing this? I don't think so. I mean, come on, man. Anything below $1,000 when it comes to Bitcoin in hindsight is actually a major steal. Now, not financial advice, but when you think about it, does it really matter, right? What price someone accumulated Bitcoin at below $1,000 at? If they're still holding right now or even up until 2021, they're still up by a lot. Again, the way I view it is that if Quant does reach $5,000, I acquired, let's say, Quant at the price of $100, $80, $70, won't even matter. Like, who cares about that, right? Even let's say $150. It's like, come on, dude. If let's say it does go to the price of $5,000, I'll forget about the ranges that I accumulated Quant, within this time, if you know what I mean. When things are good, usually people forget about the bad times, and I still think about that because if I'm thinking about it right now and I'm saying, wow, my portfolio is down, Quant is down, I'm going to drive myself crazy. I just think about better days ahead. And $5,000 isn't insane because if it were to go to the price of $5,000, the market cap it would have at that point, considering current circulating supply, would be around $60 billion. I mean, come on, man. $60 billion. This isn't insane. First of all, we've seen something like BNB go to over $100 billion in market cap. We've seen Doge go to around $88 billion. So this isn't crazy. I'm not saying that Quant's going to go to, $200 billion, not even $100 billion market cap. I'm not even saying it's going to go as high as Dogecoin's all-time high market cap, around $88 billion. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying around $60 billion. Why is that too much to ask for? And as of right now, there's nearly 600 million crypto owners. There's more crypto owners than ever before in history. By the way, this is nearly double the amount that we saw when compared to the peak of the 2021 bull run. I mean, could you imagine the peak of this bull run? I mean, it could look very crazy. Now, again, Bitcoin did have a pullback and recently it did reach an all-time high. But, I mean, what are people expecting, right? Quant to just go on a random legendary rally while Bitcoin is going down? This makes no sense. I think that better days are still ahead. I think that when it comes to Quant, patience is key. Now, that's just my opinion because I view it as a long-term thing. I'm not taking a look at Quant, just as a day trader, as a, someone who's trying to swing trade. I'm not doing that. I'm taking a look at this more so in a long-term approach. I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. That's it. And I'm going to stay consistent when it comes to Quant because anytime I earn income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and again, I'm just waiting. Because historically, the peak of altcoins does happen usually anywhere between 6 to 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, the Bitcoin halving event happened a couple months ago, back in April. So 6 months is October this year, 18 months is October next year. Still some time there. Not such a bad thing because, again, it's more time for me to accumulate Quant. I don't think it's bad at all. In the long term, in the short term may hurt, my ego, right? But I think in the long term, man, it's not going to matter because Quant at the price of $5,000 wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think it's that amazing and I think it's that fantastic. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very interesting video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.